What's up, peeps? Here we are again on a Sunday. How you guys doing out there today? And my co-host, my boy Mike. We're going to sit here and talk to you a little bit about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. What do you think, Mike?
Man, hey, first of all, let's just wish everybody happy Easter, happy
Oh,
Resurrection
that's
Day.
right. All of that stuff.
And all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Plus, hey, I gotta give my boys, man. We're in the final four.
That's right. I saw that.
Hey, last
I
time we
saw
was
that.
in it, Rob, I was at Purdue. We went to the
There you
final
go.
four. That's the last time, 1980. So
That's a
anyway,
long
let's
time
say
ago.
what's up to everybody. So now, hey,
Yeah.
now let's get into it. We're gonna go off the fitness topic a little bit tonight, and we're gonna hit this hot topic that's been out there. People been going back and forth. We've been hearing rumors, all this other stuff going on. The Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Man.
Yeah.
Netflix is supposed to be doing it, man. It's gonna be something big. They've been talking about that. All of that's going on, man. So what have you been hearing about?
I don't know, man. I hope it's a real fight. That's all I can say. I hope it's a real fight. I know it's a lot of entertainment out there. There's so much controversy on it right now. I don't know if that's to get people more interested in it and want them to come forward and kind of get excited and keep looking to see if it's going to happen. It's definitely bringing a lot of attention to YouTube and everywhere else that people are talking about it. If you notice, you don't hear too much about it on TV or anything like that. They're not promoting a big fight on TV.
Screaming now, man.
Yeah, it's all silent. So that's always a little bit unsureness for me. To be honest with you, I think the things they've shown of Mike Tyson, I can see he still got power. Like they say, the last thing that leave an old fighter is power. But I don't know if he can last 5 rounds. Jake Paul is 27, even if he can't hit as hard as Mike. But if he can take one punch or two from Mike, then after 5 rounds, I think he can take Michael down and just and realize that, is it a positive thing for Mike Tyson? Is it a positive thing for boxing? Where is this going? That's all I can say.
I think it's an entertainment. What I'm hearing, and from all the other little outside sources and things, and the streaming and TikTok people and all that other stuff, it's supposed to be the entertainment, the biggest entertainment project ever. That's what they're saying. That's what they want to go with, because Netflix is supposed to be streaming it. So I don't even know if it's going to be free. Is it going to be pay-per-view? How's it going to be? They're not saying a whole bunch about that. But if it's on Netflix, it's a lot of money involved. And you've been hearing some of the stuff, man. At first, I'm like, all right, this is going to be cool, because I see Mike working out and everything, looking like he's ready to do something. And then all of a sudden, man, you start hearing all these little rumors, the little restrictions and stuff and everything. And I'm like, man, this is he's set up for failure, especially at his age, if that's the case. Because Jake Paul, people don't give him his respect because he really hasn't fought anybody, but he can box. And the thing is, he ain't no little dude.
No, he has the skills, but first I want to say hello, Pammy. How you doing out there? I see you. Happy Easter to you too. Hope things are going well. Things are going well for me. But yeah, man, I think that he has great talent. I believe that as who was a guy named Hector Camacho, I think it was. He said that he feel like that if Jake Paul really want to become a boxer, then he needs to go into the world of boxing and tone on his skills a little bit more, because he does have an opportunity to rock the world. So it's just a matter of if he's doing it because of he just enjoyed the energy that he brings to his entire, influence YouTuber stuff that he got going on. He got enough money to pay for everything that's happening right now. So I just hope the guy realized that even though he may have some set times with Mike Tyson, but when the bell ring, like Mike says, everybody got a plan until you get hit in the face. So you know what I mean? Who knows? It might trigger Mike and he think, oh shit, this is real stuff here, man. And next thing you know, it's no longer WWE, it's real IFBB boxing. You know what I mean? So, so I don't know how that's gonna be.
And that's the thing, man. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, you know, Mike has you know, for Mike's age, man, he still looks good. You know, he looks like he's getting in shape and everything. But you know, is it a setup? Are they making it where, you know, they making something bigger for Jake Paul down the road for him to beat Mike Tyson in a close fight? Is it, you
Right.
know, I look at all this and then I look at some of the stuff they saying. At first, I'm like, okay, cool, man. If it's just even Steven, I think Mike Tyson gonna take him. But when they start saying Mike Tyson got to weigh a certain amount, Mike Tyson can't take any enhancing stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a Jake Paul can do whatever he wants to do. He ain't got to have no certain weight. He can wear they say he could even wear you know, the gear, headgear.
Yeah, I think that's just going to take away from the whole process of people who want to watch it. Once they see that, then they realize it's no longer real. People only watching it right now to see if Mike Tyson knock him out. They're not watching to see if he's going to beat Mike Tyson, because they're going to use the age barrier no matter what. He beat Mike Tyson, but look at him. He's 60 years old. At least Mike hung in there. Blah, blah. It's not going to screw up Michael's legacy. It's not going to mess with that, because everybody know what he was in his prime. So there's so many things out there now. It's all about money, 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 money. So they can go, okay, cool. He got a big paycheck to go up there and fight a kid, and then took on some really nice blows until he got tired. And then he got out of it. But I was not aware of the headgear. I was not aware of the weight barrier. But I did see that what said that they was going to cancel it because Michael failed so many tests. And
that's one of the stipulations. Mike Tyson can't take anything.
Yeah,
they're testing him where Jake Paul's not. The part of the stipulation is Jake Paul could do whatever he wants. Mike Tyson can't take anything. They're testing. He's on a regiment where he's getting tested all the time. And to me, it's like, dang, man, you know, y'all making it where you want a middleweight Mike Tyson fighting on nothing.
Right. That's true. That's true, man. So did they say how many rounds yet? Do you know how many rounds they're going to go?
I was just going to ask you the same thing. I haven't heard if it's going to be
nothing.
What his Jake Paul's his fights have been 10 rounds or less?
Well, 5 or 10, depending on who's going to run around with.
I can't see a 10-rounder. I think that would be just too much.
That'll be too much for Mike. That's for sure.
I think 5 or 6 maybe at the most.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's interesting. When you start talking, it's interesting, and that's what I think people want. I think they threw it out there to see what the interest might be.
Sure.
And people are always interested in Mike. Man, Mike has always been a hot commodity. Throughout his whole career, his whole life. So Jake, who else could Jake Paul fight now that he could get an audience, make the kind of money that he was making?
The kid from Mexico.
Who you talking about? What's his name?
The redhead.
No.
Oh yeah, he'll come out.
Yeah, he ain't gonna have stand a chance against him.
No, really. That's what I'm saying. Jake won't have a chance to stand a chance against him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about somebody that's relevant, but not relevant. That's who he's been fighting. Think about it.
Yeah, but this is
that's not relevant.
But this is his last go around to say, look who I'm fighting, a non-fighter.
Right.
And that's why he moved up to Mike Tyson.
That's why I'm thinking it's a bigger picture.
Sure, to bring Canelo back.
You know what I'm
saying?
Canelo
come out of retirement.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Something, because until he fights somebody that's legitimate at this point, that's close, that's really still around fighting and stuff right now.
Yeah. So
I think he's setting something up, man. I think it's a bigger picture, especially with Netflix and stuff involved, because that's a lot of money, man. That they're supposed to be the highest payday for any sporting event ever.
Yeah, and guess who's fronting it though? Jake Paul's fronting it all. I mean, he's the guy who's fronting it out, putting all the
Yeah.
money up, so he can afford to do that. I honestly, everyone has a way of trying to build their legacy and this documentary of their life and how things came. He would have no documentary without this fighting stuff. Everything
Oh
has to
no,
be like
no. He was just
shit
been
that
an
you see.
influencer
Yeah,
that
he
had
just been
maybe a
influenced
couple of million
with stupid
followers, and that
shit.
was it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But now, he's trying to solidify something. But I think where the money come into play to where he probably really get paid, and that is if he does beat Mike Tyson or make it really a good fight,
Right.
then they're gonna say, well, now you need to take it to the next level, and then there'll be Camilo. He'll come out of retirement because fighting all these MMA fighters and all these guys, and they ain't gonna like do
And that's what
anything.
I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I think it's something bigger, a bigger
yeah,
picture, a bigger payday to make where he's that guy.
yeah,
Everybody,
yeah,
he's that guy. And I
yeah,
think because you got to remember, everybody he's fought were relevant during their time as far as
sure,
being an athlete. Now they're
yeah,
relevant because they're just celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
until he does fight somebody that's relevant and still in this time zone,
sure,
then
sure,
that's when people are gonna say, "Hey, man, Jake Paul, you really was relevant.
yeah,
You really did
yeah,
something."
yeah,
But right now,
yeah,
yeah, you was a YouTuber, and you fought these guys, but you fought these guys that their careers was over, they older and all this other stuff. But I think, like
yeah.
I said, it's a bigger picture down the road. We don't know about it, but I'm guaranteeing you somewhere down the road, because I don't think this is the end of the road, him just fighting Mike Tyson, then he just goes away.
Yeah, but you think about this. You notice that they putting all of this weight barrier and all these different things, these stigmas on Mike Tyson, but when the guy fought Mayweather, they didn't put any weight barrier. They didn't say he need to lose a bunch of weight to fight Mayweather. So Mayweather ran around the
Yeah,
ring
well, Mayweather,
until
Mayweather
yeah,
small,
yeah,
Mayweather ain't hitting that hard.
yeah,
He old, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Mayweather wasn't punishing people, in his prime, he was punching people because he was so quick and everything, but he was never a
yeah,
devastating puncher.
yeah.
Shoot,
But they
hey,
didn't. But they didn't
hey,
put any titles.
you let Mike Tyson come in the ring as a heavyweight and see what happened
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah, well, that's what about ready to happen, because I don't think Mike can drop to a certain amount of weight just because of his age. His body's not going to let him get so tight like he did before. So his weight is going to be always a little bit past the limit in a sense. But I think the biggest thing is going to come to play into this fight is endurance.
Yeah.
Mike got probably 2 really good strong rounds in him, and you look at the Jones fight when he did
They
Roy
got
Jones
tired.
fight. They got tired. They looked like
And
two
Roy
drunken.
said, man,
Yeah,
hey, I wasn't gonna let him hit me, so I was gonna wait
yeah,
till he got tired. That's when I
yeah,
did my
yeah,
damage. Roy said, I ain't no fool.
yeah. They let drunk. They look like 2 drunk fighters out there in
Yeah.
the middle of the street. But I don't know. It's going to be real interesting. I think it's like everything else we talked about in the beginning. It's entertainment. People want to see what's going to happen. It's like people go to NASCAR races not to see the race, but to see if there's going to be a crash.
Right.
So people are waiting for the crash.
And that's what people have, that love-hate relationship with Jake Paul. Some
Yeah,
people love him, a lot of people don't like him. Mike
right.
Tyson, he was like that before when he's fight, but everybody loves him now. He's a
Yeah,
different kind of guy where everybody loves Mike Tyson now.
that's right.
So, he has his fan base is totally different than it used to be. So
Sure.
he's bringing a whole different fan base because everybody loves him now.
Yeah.
Where before, man, he was like one of the most feared, most hated men in America. Where Jake
Yeah.
Paul, he has that love-hate, and that's what brings brings this fight, makes it interesting, because everybody's like,
Yeah.
before, people wouldn't be rooting for Tyson. Everybody wants
No.
Tyson to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. It's true. It's true. So I don't know. We'll see what happened here, but I just don't want any one of those guys to get hurt. Number
Yeah.
one,
Right.
I really want Mike to try to have some dignity when it's all over. Filling up his bank account is probably needed. I don't know.
Right.
We're just talking in general. So, but whatever is going to come out of it, if it gets to that point to where there's no injuries or somebody pull out the last moment for whatever stipulations that they put on this,
Right.
and they pull out. But I don't think Mike is going to allow them to pull out because
Right,
supposedly there
right.
was a law. He had lawyers and everybody else set up for this to
Well,
where
hey,
if he tried to pull out, there was a contract saying you got to still pay me my money, and so it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Yeah,
we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
yeah,
interesting. I want Mike to win,
uh-huh,
though. I'm like, when I first heard
yeah,
about it, I'm like, man, Mike's gonna kill him. Then I start
yeah,
hearing all the
yeah,
other stuff. I'm like, oh man, I don't know.
yeah. And all of the old boxer legends, the trainers and all that stuff said that, don't think Mike can't go in the ring and take care of himself, because he's looking at this fight totally different. He says before it was just because I didn't like the person, but he says
Right,
now, I got something to prove in a sense. So who
right.
knows? Maybe he has a different spirit, but I don't care, man. Age has a tendency to slow you down. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
I testify for that.
Hey,
It
hey.
has a way to slow you down,
Woo!
boy.
Lord.
Yeah, man. So, hey, so what do you think of this girl, Kathleen Clark? You
Oh,
know
Caitlin
that
Clark,
yeah.
basketball
So
player.
so the WNBA offered her $76,000 for her first year, and all of the guys are coming out saying she should be able to play with the guys because she's that good. She should be able to play with the guys, and so Ice Cube
Ice Cube, yeah,
gave her
big three,
$5 million for the big three. So
I, I'm
I don't think
go
she's
ahead.
gonna take it. I don't think she would take it because it will kind of go against, as an athlete, it'll kind of go against her whole thing of building something around her own female competitors. You know
Right,
what I mean? To build
right,
that whole thing. They
right.
they talk about how basketball back in 1980, men's basketball was going downhill, and then all of a sudden come
Magic and
along
Bird. If it
Magic and
wasn't
Bird.
Magic and Bird,
Yeah, and then from that,
the league was ready to go under, really, at that
yeah,
point.
from that to Kobe Bryant, and then
Yeah.
LeBron, and then and so on. So
Yeah,
yeah, so and so on. So all of those guys brought the game back to life, and so hopefully that these kids that are coming out now, these girls can really play. I
right,
mean,
right. I'm
at
gonna be
least they can
honest.
really shoot.
Me and my son had this conversation. Um, I don't I don't like Michael Jordan, but I know he's the GOAT right
Right.
now. He's probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest basketball player to play, and I give him respect for that. That's the same way I feel about her. I don't like her. It ain't
And
her personal. It's just the
no, no,
way
no, 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 no. If we're gonna say we don't like someone, that's what I was about to say. Number one, tell me why you don't like Michael
I
Jordan.
I I don't like Jordan, man. This just because he was not well. This I just didn't think because Jordan didn't do, and I'm not a LeBron fan. I mean, I am because he's a Laker. I think I'm a Kobe fan. I think Kobe, be honest, I think Kobe's GOAT. But people don't realize it took Michael a longer time to get to where he was at. It took him, he played what? It was like 7, 8 years before he even got to the finals.
Yeah, but I don't
And
understand why you don't like him.
I don't
Does it
think,
because say he's the GOAT?
yeah, because they say he's the GOAT. And he may be, but in my opinion, in my opinion,
Yeah.
I don't think he's the GOAT because I think what he's done for basketball is great, all that. I'm not discrediting him at all.
Okay.
Just my personal thing. I didn't with Jordan, I don't see him as the GOAT because people forget about all the years that he wasn't doing anything. And then when you even compare him to LeBron was going to the finals every year. He wasn't winning, but Jordan wasn't doing all that. And
So
and,
would you
and
say, but would you say because of the talent, every superstar, every GOAT, I would say there's a GOAT in every in every decade, there's a GOAT.
Mhm.
And so in Michael's time, the game was played so much different.
Oh, I'm
And
not
he was he still was capitalizing on it. Now in Kobe and LeBron and those guys, their game is totally different. I mean, you think about it,
exactly.
when did the
LeBron, I got
three point
the one thing about LeBron, and even over Kobe, LeBron didn't at first when LeBron came in the league, he did not have the talent around him, and he went to the finals. And you know that as well as I do. He didn't have nobody around him when he went to the finals the first times he went. When he won it with Miami and he got talent around him. But when he was going when he first got in the league, he didn't have nobody. And to me, Michael didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Michael didn't do that. Michael needed Scotty. I'm not saying Kobe didn't need Shaq and he didn't need the other guys. And I'm not saying that LeBron and it, but I'm just looking at Michael's first few years, his first 7-8 years in the league. Yeah. He wasn't doing what some of the other guys were doing. And when he put him in the GOAT, yeah, he won 3-3. Don't get me wrong. That's great. But for me, I just don't see it. I don't give him that GOAT status because of that. You know, because you go back in that era, they had some talented team. Hey, Detroit and them was kicking his ass. You see what I'm saying? You look back at the East. The East wasn't easy to go through, and he wasn't.
That's my point. They played a different group of guys. Right. I mean, I think the guys, the way the game was played, where the fouls was foul now in the league wasn't even a foul back then. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. Let them run them over, elbow them, whatever they have to do. And so it's kind of like football. You know, people say Tom Brady's a GOAT. Is he the GOAT because of what he's done for the sport? Is he the GOAT because he's leading in all of 20 years of playing? Is he the GOAT for passes? All those things that take place. So what makes him the GOAT, considering that the league has changed so much? Like, you know, before he got hit. Then all of a sudden, Tom Brady rule come into place. No one touch him. No one touch him. No one touch him. And then his weapons was even more, productive.
But he didn't have as many weapons though either. That's what when you look at New England, they didn't have a lot of weapons. So I don't like Tom Brady either. But he is the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
Hey, people, do you guys realize Mike is telling you guys how he don't like people? He's a hater.
I'm not hating on him.
Michael is a hater.
I respect him. I respect Brady. And I respect what he does. And he is the GOAT. I just don't like him. You know, and I agree with you on the Jordan thing. As far as being the GOAT for introducing so much to basketball, he is the GOAT. But when we start talking about certain things in basketball, maybe to me, maybe not. But overall, I give him that GOAT status because of the shoe things that he did, the deals he did with the shoes, the things that he did overcome, while he was playing and everything. I'll give him that. I just, as a player, I didn't like him because, I'm a Laker fan, and I'm a
so there it is. And there it is. You're selfish.
And then the 1 year when he got us, you know what I'm saying? That's what pissed me off. So I'm being honest. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a diehard.
I'm a Lakers fan too. I'm 100.
And Kobe is the GOAT.
Kobe is the GOAT. All right. Kobe is the GOAT, people. You hear that?
Kobe's the GOAT.
I just like I said, when you call out a name of a sport and you say football, you go, who do you think of when you think of football? You go right to Tom Brady, right? When you say basketball, who do you think of when you say basketball? Michael Jordan. Now LeBron. Now, you know what I mean? So now LeBron, you know what I mean? So it's that whole coincide. Kobe Bryant, you think of the Lakers. You don't think of basketball. You think of the Lakers. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like who's the king at the hill?
Basketball. I think of basketball, what he did for the game. But I look at it like this. And I kid people when you say Jordan is the GOAT. When you look at everything that LeBron's done when his career's over, as far as what he's done in basketball and everything, he probably should be the GOAT, but he probably won't be. But Jordan, I give Jordan his due. I give him his credit. I just have a lot of fun with it because I said we believe purple and gold anyway. You know what I'm saying? So. But let's get back to Caitlin Clark. Okay. Caitlin Clark, man, when I watch her play, I'm like, man, this girl's bad, man. She can do it all. I don't know why I just don't like her, man. I'm not hating on her. And I'm going to tell you why I probably don't like her.
It's got to be a reason. When you say I don't like
Here's the
someone,
reason.
like
I don't like
there's a
Iowa.
reason.
I don't like Iowa because I got my jaw broke against Iowa when I played football. So
Okay. So you have a personal reason
I have a personal
for
reason.
not liking anyone, not just Caitlin. She just stands out.
So,
No one from Iowa.
so
Not
all my
even the
issues
people
is
who
coming out
live.
today, people.
Yeah, not even
But
the
no,
people
when
who
you see
live
her
in
play,
Iowa.
man, she brings a whole different game. It's gonna be interesting tomorrow night how they play her. To see how LSU plays her tomorrow night.
Yeah.
She can do anything with the basketball, man. She's you saw in the game yesterday, I think was yesterday.
Yeah, no, I've been watching her play, man.
Where she scored, but she had 12 assists. I think she had 12 some assists. So she gets her teammates involved. And I think her team is better than it was last year. They have some other players that play. But her individually, man, I think she's taking the women's game to another level. Personally, because they have the NIL deals and stuff now, and she can have sponsors. Sure. I think that's going to be the major reason why she doesn't sign and play with the big three. I think if it was 5 years ago, I think she would because of the money factor, because she wouldn't be getting that kind of money. She's getting that kind of money now.
Yeah, she's already getting that.
I think she wouldn't want to tarnish her the women's game by doing the big three.
But tarnish her own name. Yeah, tarnish her own name. Her own legacy would be disrupted.
I think me and my son were talking about it. She said, "Wow, in the WNBA, they're gonna be." I said, "Mike, man, the girl can play." Yeah. I said, "It doesn't matter." I said, "I've seen different females come into the WNBA that were killers in college, and they took their game to a whole nother level in the pros." And I think she's gonna set the standard. If she doesn't get injured throughout her career, she'll probably end up being the GOAT of basketball for women. Sure. I think so.
She's a Curry. She's a female Curry. She just throws it up and take off running to the other side because she knows it's going in. I don't know how the eye-hand coordination is what causes that, and of course, tons and tons of shooting. But man, she is give her the ball at the last second.
Man, she's physical. Yeah. She don't back down for nobody. She's tough. I got to give it to her. She's tough. She's hard nosed, man. Like you said, she shoots the lights out that ball, man.
Yeah, man.
From anywhere. From anywhere.
She got it going on, brother. So I just think that with the new generation, the new kids are coming out and football and all that, they're getting ready to speed this game up big time. And basketball, they're getting ready to bring really legit shooters. I wouldn't be surprised at some point they start to move the line back for the three-pointer when you be standing on your tippy toes before going out of bounds because they're making it look so easy. And the game has become a three-point game. It doesn't even show really in other skills unless they're tossing it up and the big guys are slamming it. But it's not really many other skills in there. And so it's a totally different sport venue now. People are just going to see all the excitement stuff, not the little the skills of basketball or the skills of football.
Well, you even see now, you see girls and women in high school. Their athletic ability is so different, man. And you seeing, where women weren't able to jump like that. You got them being able to jump like that now. So it's gonna be I'm saying the women's game, how it's going to evolve in the next 5 years is going to be crazy. It's going to be really crazy.
Yeah, it's just the fact that
got some young stars coming up like Juju, man, from SC. That girl can play.
Yeah. The thing is that when you look back in the day, the girls can only do so much, guys can only do so much. That's because we didn't have all the training equipment and stuff like they got now. I mean, I grew up with no weights in the gym. You know what I mean? And so now these kids have been lifting weights since they was like 8 years, 10 years old, even though it's a little young to be doing it. But they're going through all of these skill training events and all these different things that they're doing on all levels of sports, girls, guys, everybody. And so it's just creating unbelievable athletes. When you see a guy who can run
technology behind it all now, because, like I went to Purdue and I saw their new facility, and every player has a station with the iPad, and it's not about just deadlifting and all this other stuff. How it tells whatever lift they're doing, it tells them if they're weak on one side and what they need to do to be better at their position, not
Yeah.
overall. Like, when once we got there, everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's not
Yeah.
doing the same thing no more because it's
Yeah.
a specialized thing. The way they set it up is computerized technology, and for the men and women, like you said, man, we're breeding a different kind of athlete now, man.
Yeah. It's getting to the point that, like I said, the sport is going to be so exciting to watch because of the skill level of everyone, not just one or two players out there. The skill level of everyone. I mean, even just watching the combine stuff, you're watching these guys who are 300 pounds running 4.640. It's like, what the hell?
Man, did you see that one lineman that ran a 4.6, 4.5?
Yeah.
Offensive lineman. Now, we've seen some defensive linemen because they can be a little leaner.
It's
seen that big dude running?
Yeah, it's just happening out there. And so, and that's why they keep bringing in more safety and going to football now. That's why they bring more safety into the sport, because these guys are not like tumbling and on. These guys are like coming full speed at you.
It's like a car collision.
Yeah. And it's happening every play. I mean, they can't get up to the top speed at that point. But anytime you talk about running outside and you're a receiver or a running back, you're running outside, look out. Because you got a defensive end that can run a 4.40.
Hey, you got somebody like that that can catch you. Before, it was a few guys like that were online. It was more your specialty guys. Come on, you got linemen and linebackers and offensive linemen running 4.3s, 4.4s. I'm like, come on,
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's out there, man. It's out there. But other than that, man, on top of things, back to what we came here, people, we just want to see if you guys out there listening to this, just go ahead and kind of type in and let us know who you think going to win this fight. So we still got a lot of time. So who knows what's going to happen within that time span before it actually goes on. But let us know what you guys think, and we can kind of go from there. But other than that, man, it's been a great night to kind of just sit and talk random stuff and going from all different levels of sports. But just so you guys know out there, I'm just a friendly reminder that my co-host is a hater.
I admitted it, and I said I still gave them their props, but I can still not I can still hate on them though.
Yeah. So if you guys out there, man, just don't forget to go right on into where we just popped up on the screen there at fit.robertjohnsontraining.com. There's a lot of free stuff on that. Feel free to pick up some stuff. In the next 2 or 3 days, I'm going to be giving away a free 6 to 8 week weight loss plan that's going to prep you for whatever you may be doing, whether it's a show or even a photo shoot. It's guaranteed to work. I've done it on myself several times, and that's going to be coming out free. So all you got to do is go into our comment section here, subscribe, put in there, I want the menu plan, and this is who's going to win the fight, and then we'll make sure you get it, and we can kind of go from there. But Mike, if you want to tell them where you're at.
Hey, I got my Instagram back. So Big Darkness 59 is back. I've been putting stuff out there. I'm posting workouts. Like I said, I'm taking a few more clients in. I got a couple. I picked up a couple more. I'm just trying to get some people ready for the summer, like yourself there, Rob.
Right.
I'm running some specials. I'm running a 2-for-1 special too. So jump in on that, man. Jump in on that. And I'm at House of Darkness Fitness, also on Instagram. You guys got any questions, anything coming up, hit us up or let us know. But hey, we're here to help. We're here, and we'll do this every now and then, get off topic. But our main goal is to make sure that everybody's healthy, everybody's fit, especially as you get older, as you mature. What we say, from 8 to 80, man, we don't care.
That's right. So people, be safe out there. Do the right thing. Make good choices. Stay healthy. And once again, last few minutes of Easter. So happy Easter to everyone. And I hope you got some good church time and something that you can use in your daily life and kind of move forward in a positive way. So peace out from the podcast here. We are all about assisting you guys as much as possible. 60 Fit Club. Go ahead and subscribe. And we'll keep coming at you every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m.
Pacific.
Pacific, and that's how we roll with it. All right, peace, people.
Deuces.
Yeah, man.